Folks over 60, pay attention. Imagine if that relaxing routine you enjoy each morning, the one that helps you feel refreshed, is secretly speeding up the signs of getting older. Fresh studies from this year highlight an eye-opening fact. Your everyday bathing habits could be harming your outer layer, bones, locks, and even your body's defenses against illness. With almost 30 years helping older adults as a skin specialist, I've helped many people dealing with fragile covering, new lines, and mysterious pains. Often, the real reason wasn't a serious health issue, but basic ways they washed, the warmth when you do it, the items used, all quietly causing harm that adds extra years to how you appear. In this presentation, we'll explore 6 key errors older folks need to avoid right away during baths. Keep watching, and you'll discover easy, no-cost changes to improve your appearance and energy, letting you feel more lively every day. Music. Let's start with error number 6, lingering right below the water stream for extended periods. This might catch you off guard since it feels so ordinary. Letting a forceful flow hit you straight on for longer than a few moments can lead to what experts term water pressure damage on mature coverings. It's a straightforward idea. The strong jets beat against your outer surface too intensely and for too much time. As pressurized liquid keeps striking our delicate areas, it removes the shielding oily layer much quicker in people past middle age than in youth. Picture it as ongoing small hits. This turns into a bigger problem later in life because after reaching 60, our body's creation of key moisturizing elements drops sharply by around 2/5. So, your natural guard is already working hard to fix itself. And then it faces this relentless pounding. It's an unfair fight. Findings from a key report in a journal focused on older skin health last year show that the basic push from falling drops on the same spots over and over causes small swelling you might not notice. This sets off body chemicals that sadly weaken the supportive and flexible parts, keeping your covering firm. Those are the elements that give bounce and smoothness. When they fade, you notice thinner areas, fresh creases, perhaps ongoing irritation, or easy marks on spots like your upper body or inner limbs where tiny vessels sit near the top. I've worked with many like kind Mr. Thompson, who puzzled over why his torso seemed so worn compared to elsewhere. It traced back to his lengthy, direct rinses. Your washing pattern might be rinsing off chances for a fresher look. But the following error takes away something vital from your glow. Before moving on, kindly tap the thumbs up and join our channel now. You won't want to skip the helpful advice coming up. Error number 5, applying solid cleansers to your features and throat area. Lots of us learnt this as kids, thinking it was the best method for getting clean. But here's a lesser-known detail. Most block-style washes, including those labeled as soft or hydrating, usually sit at a basic level of 9 to 10 on the scale. Yet, the natural balance of our facial zone is closer to mildly acidic, around 5.5. That's a big gap, like shocking your sensitive surface with something too harsh. This imbalance speeds up wear in ways we only recently grasped, thanks to important work from a European group studying skin and related fields. Using these blocks on your face past 60 is like attacking your protective coating. This coating is a thin, unseen shield that holds in wetness and blocks bad germs. When upset, the effect can linger for many hours after rinsing, leaving your surface working overtime to recover. In that open window, it's easier for outside factors to harm it and for dryness to set in deeply. I think of sweet Mrs. Johnson, in her 70s, who stuck with the same mild block for years and wondered why her face always felt stretched, prickly and reactive, even with what she saw as a reliable choice. She sensed her covering was in constant battle. A large review of over 1,000 older adults found that regular users of these solids on their faces had much deeper lines, more dark patches, and extra visible tiny lines than those who changed to balanced options. The harm showed up clearly after a short time of steady use. The usual parts in these solids, like strong cleaners such as certain sulfates or animal-based fats, attach to the built-in building blocks in our maturing surface. They don't just lift grime and grease. They pull out the essential hydrating helpers that our bodies find harder to make as time passes. That's the reason for that tight, uneasy sensation afterward. So, what's a better path? It's easier than expected. Choose a smooth, scentless liquid washer with a balance between 5 and 6. This matches your natural state. When using it, just your fingers in soft, lifting swirls for no more than half a minute. Pay attention to the central band where oils build up, and be very careful near the eyes since that's the most fragile spot. Seek options with helpful additions like barrier builders, water-holding acids, or simple humectants. These aid your shield during cleaning. And crucially, skip any with harsh cleaners, drying agents, or fake smells, which can spark swelling and quicken the loss of that key supportive network. The liquid's heat during washing is just as important. Mildly warm, about body temperature, or slightly less, works best. It's enough to loosen buildup without opening vessels too wide, which hotter flows do, possibly causing lasting pinkness or fragile lines in older coverings. After washing, avoid rough wiping. Instead, softly dab with a gentle cloth, keeping it a bit moist. This matters a lot. Then add any treatments or creams quickly within a minute. This uses the brief open state for better soaking in. The review noted that those who shifted from solids to balanced washes saw big boosts in wetness holding and less obvious upset in a short month. Many shared that their surface felt renewed and softer than in a long while. It's a tiny shift with strong outcomes. Error number 4. Enjoying extended, very warm rinses. Many cherish that drawn-out, steaming session to start the day, right? It soothes and clears the mind. But consider this, that cozy heat might be sparking what experts call heat-driven wear speed-up. It's where long warmth sets off a chain of inner harm that can add months of visible change in one go. Pause on that. Extra aging from a single rinse. This goes beyond simple dryness. It starts nerve-related swelling, where ends release materials that chip away at the holding framework for your surface. The warmth dissolves the linking fats, like the cement between cells. For those past 60 with already weaker shields, this sparks a sharp guard failure. Suddenly, your covering can't trap wetness, and loss through the top jumps hugely right after. Your surface dries from within. I recall dear Mrs. Davis, who loved her steamy times, but always mentioned tightness, itch, and how her covering seemed weary and rigid despite layers of lotions. She couldn't figure out the cause. Data from a major Japanese skin center tracking thousands of older adults uncovered striking points. Those with regular long hot sessions showed inner age signs matching folks much older. This included higher buildup of aging compounds, less dense support, and more stress signs in samples. It's a clear sign that short-term comfort might harm lasting health. Plus, folks often note sounder rest and easier movement after cooling and shortening their rinses. It's a chain benefit for well-being. So, what's ideal? Aim for 5 to 8 minutes, with warmth no above near body level. It might seem chilly at first if you're used to scalding, but it's great for cleaning without heat harm or big dryness. Ease in by lowering slowly over days. Some enjoy a quick, cool finish for energy, sealing strands and closing openings. To track time, use a safe counter or a tune around that length. Divide into parts: quick wet, main clean, final flush. The data showed those who adjusted reported not just better looks, but deeper sleep, looser joints, and more pep, showing gains beyond the surface. While warmth harms from outside, the next era hurts through rough handling that mature coverings can't handle well. Error number 3, rough wiping and scrubbing with cloths. After a nice rinse, it's tempting to energetically dry off with a plush fabric, yes? That lively action might have perked you up younger, but now it leads to tiny rips, swelling, and faster support loss. Experts at a top Ohio older skin hub call it robe-caused wear condition. It hits most over 60 who keep old drying ways. When you scrub with looped material on mature areas, those small bumps act like hooks, tugging and extending a surface that's lost much of its bounce. This repeated pull makes small hurts unseen at first, sparking body responses that hasten the fade of flexible parts already weak. Close-up imaging in studies shows such drying can pull facial zones far past normal, and with less rebound in later years, it causes lasting droop and deeper folds quicker than soft dabs. Think of Mr. Wilson, who worried about his lower face seeming aged more than above. It linked to his brisk neck drying each day. Switching showed quick change. A tip: slightly warmed cloths ease vessels, cutting shock from cold touch on warm areas. Findings proved soft dabs cut visible, upset notably, lessened fragile lines, and boosted smoothness in weeks. Use separate cloths for face and elsewhere to avoid spreading germs that build low-level issues. Dry face first when clean, then downward. Swap cloths often to stop growth in damp spots. These steps add up big. Physical rubs are mild compared to the ingredient battles the next era fights on maturing strands and head. Error number 2, washing locks every day with strong cleaner formulas. For plenty, daily head cleaning was key to staying neat and bright when young. But past 60, this practice could harm more than help, removing vital natural coatings your head makes less of now. Gland output drops a lot, creating a loop where over-cleaning makes it try harder, causing both parched and slick feels. It's annoying when ends crisp, but roots shine. Most store options have tough agents for foam, but they erode the outer shield on strands, already worn from years of sun, tools, and colors. Without that guard, locks weaken more. Recall lively Mrs. Carter in her 60s, proud of daily washes, but facing breakage, itch, and flakes. Her habit was the source. A global hair expert group studied many older folks and found daily strong cleaners led to more snaps, quicker color fade, and head upset than gentler, spaced routines. Between cleans, brush softly to spread oils or dab light naturals on tips to protect without heaviness. The group saw less loss, calmer heads, and easier handling with changes. Time it for evenings to dry naturally, or mornings with buffer before outdoors. These tweaks refresh your crown. Now, for the top error speeding wear most. Error number 1. Scrubbing hard with rough tools or gritty mixers. This stands out from a leading California age research where strong physical sloughing sparks ongoing heel mode wear. Your surface stays in mild hurt and fix, tiring its renewal power and boosting all age signs hugely. Scrubbing slow-turning older areas doesn't clear build-up well. It makes countless small cuts, starting long swelling that adds spots, eats good support, and shifts focus to fixes over upkeep. Your covering stays stressed. Like dedicated Mr. Adams, using daily rough tools, but facing red, patchy, thin looks despite care. The work showed daily tool users had upset levels like ongoing conditions, with high markers and visible extra years. Natural shedding slows with age, tempting hard help, but mild acid aids weekly are far safer and better. Work alongside your body. As we wrap up, recall how your daily rinse can either support or unknowingly hasten wear on your form. We've looked at 6 usual practices, many, including folks I've aided, followed without knowing the toll on glow, strands, and strength. Evidence shows the best youth approach is often smarter restraint. Halting these soft harms lets your body mend naturally, channeling power to real renewal over fixes. It's kind self-care. Friends, facts matter when applied. What's one easy tweak you'll try this week? Maybe cooler flow, soft dabs, or balanced wash. Tell in comments to motivate others. If this helped, like it. Subscribe and notify to join our group for better living. Share with someone who could benefit. It might brighten their days. Thanks for viewing. Stay well, thoughtful, and kind to yourself. See you soon.